You've probably been told water is the best thing you can drink, and that's true. But for seniors over 60, plain water might not be enough. In fact, millions of older adults drink glass after glass yet still feel dehydrated. Their muscles cramp, their legs feel weak, their skin stays dry, and no matter how much water they drink, their energy barely moves. Why? Because something crucial is missing from that glass. After 60, the body doesn't absorb and retain water the same way it used to. Hormones drop, muscle tissue declines, kidneys lose efficiency, even thirst signals get weaker, so most seniors don't even realize they're dehydrated until they're dizzy, lightheaded, or weak. It's not just about dry skin or fatigue either. Chronic dehydration increases your risk of falls, brain fog, and even stroke. Here's the good news. By adding just one simple ingredient to your water each day, you can turn it into a powerful hydration and muscle rebuilding tonic. And no, it's not some exotic powder or expensive supplement, it's something you can find in almost every kitchen. And if you use it correctly, it can strengthen your muscles, restore your energy, and keep your body running like it used to. I will reveal the 6 best natural additions to your water that help rebuild strength, support hydration, and keep your muscles working like they should after 60. We'll also talk about what to expect after 7, 14, and 30 days, plus the biggest mistake most seniors make with water and how to avoid it. Let's start with number 6. Add a pinch of Celtic sea salt. If you've been told to avoid salt at all costs, especially after 60, you're not alone. Most people hear salt and think blood pressure. But here's what they're never told. The problem isn't real salt. It's processed, refined table salt, stripped of minerals, bleached white, and added to nearly every packaged food. Real salt, like Celtic sea salt, is an entirely different story. This unrefined gray salt contains over 80 trace minerals your body needs to maintain proper hydration: magnesium, potassium, calcium, chloride, and more. These minerals act like tiny electricians in your cells, helping water get into muscles, regulate nerve impulses, and support contraction and relaxation. Imagine pouring water on a sponge. If the sponge is dry and cracked, water slides right off. But if the sponge has just the right balance of minerals, it swells up, holds onto that water, and becomes strong again. That's what electrolytes from sea salt do to your muscle tissue after 60. They help water actually stay in your muscles and cells, so you don't just drink water, you retain it. And this matters a lot after 60. A study published in the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults are significantly more prone to what's called invisible dehydration. They drink enough, but their bodies can't hold on to water because electrolyte levels are out of balance. This leads to muscle cramps, fatigue, confusion, and even falls. Just a pinch of Celtic sea salt in a glass of water can help rebalance your body's natural hydration system. It supports muscle function, brain clarity, and even blood volume, so your heart doesn't have to work as hard. It also stimulates stomach acid, which improves digestion, a hidden bonus for seniors who struggle with nutrient absorption. The key is to use the right amount, just a small pinch per glass, or about 1/8 teaspoon in a liter. That's enough to restore the minerals without raising your sodium intake to dangerous levels. And unlike sports drinks filled with sugar and artificial flavors, sea salt delivers hydration without harming your blood sugar or adding chemicals your body doesn't need. Some seniors report that within 3 to 5 days of adding a pinch of real sea salt to their water, they stop waking up with night cramps. Their energy stabilizes, they don't feel as sluggish in the morning, and over time, their skin even begins to look more hydrated and elastic. It's one of the simplest, most overlooked hydration tricks for people over 60. But when used consistently, it can make the difference between dragging through the day or feeling strong, mobile, and steady on your feet. Next is a golden ingredient that helps your muscles recover faster after walking or exercising. Number 5. A tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. You might associate apple cider vinegar with digestion or weight loss. But what most people don't realize is that it can be a powerful hydration booster and muscle strength enhancer for seniors when used correctly in water. Apple cider vinegar contains acetic acid, which helps your body absorb minerals more efficiently, especially calcium, magnesium, and potassium. These are the minerals your muscles need to contract, relax, and rebuild. Without them, even light physical activity can leave you sore, stiff, or drained. And the older we get, the more challenging it becomes to replenish those minerals through food alone. Your gut lining thins, stomach acid decreases, and unless you're eating a perfect diet, you're likely running on empty. That's where ACV comes in. When you add a tablespoon to water and sip it before a meal or after light activity, it helps your stomach absorb those key minerals more efficiently. Think of it like unlocking a door that's been stuck for years. Suddenly, the nutrients from your salad or greens actually get into your bloodstream and feed your muscles. Acetic acid has been shown in multiple studies to help stabilize blood sugar. Why does that matter for hydration and muscle strength? Because blood sugar spikes pull water out of your cells and strain your kidneys. High blood sugar is also linked to fatigue and muscle breakdown. By helping regulate your glucose response, apple cider vinegar keeps more water in your tissues where it belongs, while reducing the inflammation that can damage muscle fibers over time. One study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that participants who consumed vinegar before meals had a 34% improvement in post-meal insulin sensitivity. For seniors with borderline or type 2 diabetes, that's a big deal. And for seniors without diabetes, that still matters. Because the muscle you keep after 60 is directly linked to how well your cells manage insulin. In fact, scientists often call muscle mass your glucose sink. The more healthy muscle you have, the better your blood sugar stays in check. Some people are worried about the acidity of vinegar harming their teeth or stomach. That's a valid concern, but only if you're drinking it undiluted. The right way to do it is simple. 1 tablespoon in 12-16 ounces of filtered water. Sip it slowly. You can even add a tiny bit of raw honey or lemon to soften the taste if needed. Many seniors report that after just 1 week of doing this once a day, they notice fewer energy crashes, fewer cramps, and even less bloating or gas after meals. Used daily, this small change can lead to big results, stronger muscles, steadier energy, and a digestive system that actually works for you, not against you. The next on the list not only improves hydration but also restores muscle elasticity. Number 4, a pinch of sea salt and a slice of cucumber. If you've ever felt dizzy when standing up or noticed swelling in your ankles after drinking too much water, your problem might not be hydration. It might be electrolyte imbalance, and the fix could be as simple as adding sea salt and cucumber to your water. You've probably been told to avoid salt, especially as you get older, and for good reason. Table salt, the heavily processed kind, can spike blood pressure and cause water retention. But unrefined sea salt or Himalayan pink salt, that's a different story. These natural salts are rich in trace minerals like magnesium, potassium, and calcium. And when used in very small amounts, just a pinch, they actually help your body retain the right kind of water. Not bloated, puffy water, but the kind that keeps your cells firm, muscles supple, and joints lubricated. Think of your body like a sponge. Without the right minerals, water just runs through you. You pee constantly but still feel tired, cramped, or foggy. Add a pinch of natural sea salt and suddenly your body can hold on to hydration and use it to power your muscles, brain, and organs. Combine that with cucumber slices and you get a double win. Cucumbers are about 96% water, but they're not just water. They're full of silica, a mineral that helps repair connective tissue, improve skin elasticity, and protect joints. Plus, cucumbers contain cucurbitacin E, a compound shown in research to reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, 2 of the biggest drivers of muscle loss and aging fatigue. A study published in the journal Foods in 2020 noted that cucurbitacins can support anti-inflammatory pathways, helping reduce pain and stiffness in aging joints. When combined with hydration and electrolytes, that's like oiling the gears of a stiff machine. Everything moves better, smoother, and with less wear and tear. For seniors over 60, this combo is especially important in the summer months or after even mild physical activity. If you've been gardening, walking, or sweating in the heat, drinking plain water may not be enough. It might even flush out your remaining sodium and leave you feeling weak. But 1 large glass of water with a pinch of mineral-rich sea salt and 2 slices of cucumber, that's nature's electrolyte drink. It's hydrating, cooling, and gently energizing. It supports muscle contraction, mental clarity, and heart rhythm stability, all without artificial colors or sugar like store-bought sports drinks. Over time, many older adults who try this once or twice a day report fewer leg cramps, more energy in the afternoon, and even a reduction in blood pressure variability. You don't need to overdo it. Just 1 tall glass in the morning or during your most active part of the day can make a major difference in how steady and strong your body feels. And if you think this sounds too simple to matter, wait until you hear about the next ingredient. Number 3, a 1/4 teaspoon of creatine monohydrate. You may think of creatine as something for bodybuilders or athletes, but here's what most people don't realize. This naturally occurring compound is one of the most researched supplements in the world, and its benefits for seniors over 60 go far beyond muscle growth. Creatine helps your body produce more adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, the molecule your muscles use for short bursts of energy. When you sit down and stand up, walk up the stairs, or lift something heavy, ATP is what gives your muscles that quick burst of strength. But as we age, our ability to produce and recycle ATP declines. That's why ordinary movements can start to feel like uphill battles. And that loss of energy isn't just frustrating, it can increase your risk of falls, frailty, and loss of independence. Just 1/4 teaspoon of creatine monohydrate in water each day has been shown to restore muscle energy, improve hydration inside muscle cells, and even protect brain function. Creatine helps draw water into your muscle cells. This isn't bloat or puffiness, it's intracellular hydration, the kind that gives your muscles shape, elasticity, and strength. Think of a raisin turning back into a grape. That's what happens when your muscles absorb water the right way, through creatine-assisted uptake. In one study published in the Journals of Gerontology, older adults who took creatine for 12 weeks had significantly greater muscle strength and endurance compared to those who didn't, even when they weren't exercising. Another study in experimental gerontology found that creatine supplementation helped preserve lean muscle mass in seniors over 65, particularly during periods of inactivity. That's huge, because many seniors lose strength fast when they're sick, injured, or sedentary for even short periods. What's more, creatine has been linked to cognitive improvements. Your brain, like your muscles, uses ATP. And several studies now show that low creatine levels may contribute to brain fog, slower thinking, and even mood dips in older adults. You don't need to load creatine like bodybuilders do. A small amount, just 1 to 2 grams daily, or about 1/4 teaspoon, is plenty. Mix it into water and drink it in the morning or with a meal. It's flavorless, dissolves easily, and has no stimulants. Here's a crucial tip. Stay hydrated. Because creatine helps pull water into your muscles, you need to drink enough fluid throughout the day to balance it. That's why it works beautifully with the other ingredients we've already covered, like cucumber water or electrolyte-rich sea salt. Used consistently, creatine can help older adults not just build strength, but feel stronger. That means steadier walking, safer stair climbing, and more confidence doing things on your own without relying on others or feeling limited by your body. The next ingredient is a sweet, natural powder that's been shown to improve oxygen use, increase hydration efficiency, and even reverse signs of dehydration in aging skin. Number 2, 1 scoop of D-ribose powder. This is something your body actually makes on its own, but not nearly enough as you age. It's called D-ribose, and it's one of the most overlooked keys to hydration, energy, and muscle repair for seniors over 60. D-ribose is a type of simple sugar, not the kind that spikes your blood sugar or leads to cravings, but a sugar that forms the backbone of ATP, the energy molecule your cells run on. Without enough ribose, your cells literally can't make energy, even if you're eating all the right foods and drinking plenty of water. Here's what most people don't realize. As you age, your ability to synthesize D-ribose slows down. And when your ribose levels drop, your heart, brain, and muscles can't keep up. That's why so many seniors experience chronic fatigue, low endurance, and poor recovery after mild exertion. Imagine trying to drive a car with no fuel line. You've got a full tank of gas, but the fuel can't get where it needs to go. That's what low ribose feels like. You eat, drink, rest, but your body still feels starved for energy. D-ribose powder can change that. When added to water, just 1 small scoop, usually 2 to 5 grams, it dissolves quickly and absorbs rapidly. Your body uses it almost instantly to replenish cellular energy stores, hydrate your muscles from the inside out, and support cardiovascular endurance. In a 2009 study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine, patients with chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia reported a 45% increase in energy levels and 30% improvement in overall well-being after just 3 weeks of supplementing with D-ribose. Other studies have shown that D-ribose can improve oxygen utilization, reduce muscle soreness, and even enhance heart function in older adults with congestive heart issues. And the hydration benefits are significant too. D-ribose enhances the ability of your cells to retain water and nutrients, especially when combined with electrolytes or small amounts of sea salt, as we discussed earlier. It also reduces the formation of lactic acid, that uncomfortable burn or soreness you feel in your legs after walking up hills or standing too long. One of the best times to use D-ribose is in the late morning or early afternoon when energy tends to dip. Just mix it into your water bottle, sip it slowly, and let it work in the background. Unlike caffeine, there's no crash, no jitters, just clean, cellular-level energy that supports your muscles, your brain, and your heart. Some older adults report sleeping better too, especially if they take it in the evening. That's because your body uses ATP not just for movement, but for repair and regeneration during sleep. Ribose helps fill the tank so your body can do the deep healing work it's supposed to do overnight. If you've been struggling with fatigue that water alone can't fix, or if your muscles feel weak even after rest, D-ribose might be the missing link. It's tasteless, safe, and gentle, and when taken consistently, it can help restore the energy and hydration you thought were gone forever. Let's look at the most powerful hydration secret of all, and one that's been quietly used for decades by elite endurance athletes. Number 1, a pinch of magnesium bicarbonate. If there's one thing missing from most senior hydration routines, it's this. You've probably heard of magnesium. It's responsible for over 300 reactions in the body, from energy production to muscle relaxation to nerve conduction. But what you may not know is that magnesium bicarbonate is the form your body absorbs best in water, and it's one of the most powerful hydration secrets for people over 60. As we age, stomach acid levels decline. That makes it harder to absorb many forms of magnesium like oxide or citrate. Magnesium bicarbonate, however, is different. It's already in ionic, dissolved form when added to water. That means your body doesn't have to break it down. It's ready to go to work. This isn't just about convenience. Magnesium bicarbonate acts like a cellular sponge. It helps water get inside your cells, not just sit around in your stomach or bloodstream. That's critical for muscle function, because dehydration at the cellular level is what leads to leg cramps, muscle twitches, poor endurance, and even brain fog. Think of magnesium bicarbonate like a passport that allows water and minerals to enter your cells. Without it, even drinking 8 glasses a day may leave you dry where it matters most, inside your tissues. Magnesium bicarbonate helps buffer excess acidity in the body. Many seniors unknowingly live in a state of low-grade metabolic acidosis. It's caused by processed food, stress, medications, and poor kidney function. And it leads to inflammation, muscle wasting, and bone loss. In other words, your hydration is compromised from the inside out. By adding just a pinch of magnesium bicarbonate to your daily water, you help rebalance your internal pH, support nerve-muscle communication, and keep your cells plump, responsive, and energized. According to studies from the National Institutes of Health, more than 60% of older adults are magnesium deficient. That's not just a statistic, it's a silent epidemic behind fatigue, poor sleep, elevated blood pressure, and muscle loss. But here's the beauty of this addition. When combined with even just a bit of sea salt or potassium citrate, magnesium bicarbonate turns your water into a true hydrating solution, not just a fluid but a cellular recharge. Most people who try it describe a subtle but noticeable difference. Less stiffness in the morning, less mental fog, fewer nighttime cramps, and a general feeling of being more alive, even before breakfast. To try it safely, get a pre-mixed liquid magnesium bicarbonate solution or make your own using clean water, magnesium hydroxide, and carbonated water. There are safe recipes online. You don't need much. Just a few ounces a day in your regular water bottle can yield real results. And for seniors struggling with muscle loss, hydration issues, or sleep disruptions, this one simple step can quietly rebuild what the years have taken. It's not about doing more, it's about getting more from what you already do. And that starts by giving your body the hydration it actually needs, not just water, but intelligent water, enhanced with minerals your cells understand. Now, let's talk about what you can expect after adding these to your water daily, starting from tonight. After 7 nights, most seniors report one simple change: less nighttime waking. That dry mouth or urge to pee at 3 a.m. begins to fade. Why? Because your cells are finally hydrated, not just your stomach. You wake up less groggy, and your morning aches might feel just a little easier to stretch through. By 14 days, many people notice deeper, more restorative sleep. You fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up with more energy. That afternoon slump starts to lose its grip. Even your balance, focus, and memory may feel just a touch sharper, because your brain, which is 75% water, finally has what it needs. At the 30-day mark, the difference can be profound. Fewer leg cramps, more stamina during walks or light exercise, less bloating, more clarity. Your skin may even look plumper, your eyes brighter, and your joints more fluid, because hydration isn't just about drinking more, it's about absorbing smarter. Most people give up because they expect a dramatic change overnight, or they forget a day or two, then assume it's not working. But the body after 60 is like a sponge that's been left out too long. It takes time to rehydrate, repair, and rebuild. Another common mistake is relying only on plain water. Without minerals, that water just passes through you. You stay tired, stiff, or foggy, no matter how much you drink. That's why these simple additions matter so much. They're tiny upgrades that help every sip work harder for you. Stick with it, drink with intention, and let your body catch up. If you're over 60 and feel like your body's slowing down, you're not broken. You're not weak. You're just missing a few key ingredients that your younger body used to produce on its own. You can start rebuilding today. With every glass of water, you can feed your cells, protect your muscles, and give your brain the clarity it craves. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming independence and dignity. Start tonight. 1 glass, 1 pinch, 1 purpose. And if you found this helpful, stay tuned. There's more coming that your doctor probably won't tell you, but we will. If this video opened your eyes to something new, type 1 in the comments. And if you're ready to take that first step, just type START so we can cheer you on. Because you deserve to feel strong, clear, and hydrated at every stage of life.